Hi, this is Rebecca with Maid Central, and in this video, we're going to walk you through how to set up a property management group inside of Maid Central. And what that means is that you have a example is an apartment community. So that apartment community is owned by a property management group. So the property management group might actually own multiple apartment complexes that you clean. So you have the opportunity to do single import from one spreadsheet for all their apartment communities, or you can do each one individually. That depends on how you'd like the customers to be able to access their account. So for example, you go to customers, property managers, and you can see here we're in the test environment. We're going to create a new property management group. The difference between setting up one account versus multiple accounts, if they have multiple properties, is that if each person needs access at each property, if they need a different login, each account will have its own user account login, giving them the ability to schedule jobs, send over tickets when they'd like for an apartment to be cleaned. So that would be why you would want to separate it out into separate imports. And if not, if it's just going to be one person managing all of their properties, then you can set it up as one. So in this example, we're going to create a property management group. Once we click here, it's going to ask for the name of the property management group and their mailing information. So I'm going to enter that information now. Okay, again, we're in the test environment. So I've named a property test apartments, giving it an address, and I'm going to click create. I've now created, and I am inside the property test apartment account. So this is the customer information. You've got a customer tab, a users tab. So this is where you would create their user account for their login. The home information, this is what I'm going to import. But before I can import, I must create floor plans. And what that means is you would normally ask the apartment community for their rent roll. A rent roll is simply just a list of their apartments, the addresses associated with those apartments, and the floor plan type. So you can see here I've already got a spreadsheet ready for my test import, and this last column here is going to be associated to my floor plans. One's going to stand for 1 bedroom, 1 bath. 2 is going to stand for 2 bedroom, 2 bath. And we'll show you how to do that inside of Maid Central. So we'll go back here, and then the last tab is the information that I just entered, their name and address information. Okay, so I'm going to go next door to the floor plans tab, and you can see here I've got the opportunity to create floor plans. So I'm going to click create floor plans. I'm going to decide what I'd like to name it. So in this example, I'm just going to call it 1 bed, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. Select the zone that it's associated with. And giving it a unique identifier is what that was on that last column on our spreadsheet. So I'm just going to name this 1 to make it easy. So I've got 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and the unique identifier is 1. This is going to save that floor plan information for me. And now you can see here that once I do my import, it's got a service sets tab. This will be where I'm going to tell what the price is associated with each time we go do a clean for 1 bedroom, 1 bath. So what that means is, for example, most of the time when you are doing all the cleans for a property management group in an apartment complex, they're going to be considered turn cleans or apartment move out cleans. Whatever your verbiage or terminology is what you would want to name them. So I'm just going to call them turn clean. And I'm going to select my house cleaning service set type. If there's any default start time or team associated with these that we send every time, say the apartment community tells us these need to be done in the morning, so we would select a morning arrival and then assign it to our team that we would want to send there. Again, we have the same opportunity to set preferred or exclude times, so if they didn't want us to come in the afternoon at all, we can make sure to update this so we know that these houses and apartments have to be cleaned before the end of the day. Now it's going to ask me what that base fee rate is every time that I go clean for this type of apartment. So depending on your pricing, you'd set what your 1 bedroom, 1 bath cost would be. how much allowed hours and man time you want to allow for that. And then the service set type, again, the frequency, this is going to be an on-demand cleaning where the client calls us when they need the service, or they'll use their portal to submit the request for an apartment to be cleaned. So I'm going to go ahead and submit this. And now I've completed the floor plan for 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartments. I can go back because I've got a second one that I need to create for my 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartments. So again, I can click back here to go back to my property management group, go to my floor plans, and I'm going to create a second floor plan. Okay, now that I've got my floor plan set, I am ready to do my import. You can see here that it has 0 homes listed, but once I complete my import, it's going to import this data and assign those different homes to each of the floor plan types. So I'm going to go ahead and click to do my import. You can see here it gives me the opportunity to choose a file. I just wanted to also show you, before you choose to do the import, you can see this is the tab and where you would find the actual import template to populate before you can do the import. So I just downloaded it. It's going to open here, and you can see it has the same columns. These are the required columns in order for you to do your import. So if your rent roll was sent over and there had more information or additional information included, you would want to just cut and paste or update this. This is going to be your home name file. In our example, you can see that we actually called our home name the apartment number, so that we know which type of apartment it is and where it's located in the apartment complex. Then next up is the home address, address line 2, which is again their apartment number, city, state, zip code, and then the unique identifier, which was what we assigned to our floor plans with the 1 and the 2. So once you download this, you can then go back, and now I can import it. So I'm going to choose the import. It's going to be the one that I just updated, my testing import spreadsheet. And I'm going to go ahead and load the import. Okay, so you can see that the system has stopped me. So I forgot to create a customer before I can do the import. So I need to stop and go back and actually create a customer to attach to this account. So I'm going to go back to customer, create customer. And what this means is the majority of the time you actually have a contact person. You know that every time that someone's going to be calling and accessing their account to set up the information, so you want that person to be set up as the customer that you're going to be attaching all the apartment units to. So I'm going to go ahead and complete this order entry part of creating a new customer, and then we can redo the import. Okay, I've got my information listed for the apartment community and the contact person. This apartment office is located on the property, on premise, so it's got the same billing information. I've entered their contact information, and I'm going to continue. Again, the address, the home is located the same as the billing, so I can go ahead and check mark that. It's searching to see if there's any similar. It's matching the last name. So this is no, we want to create a new customer. And now we've got our new apartment, or a new customer associated with this apartment property management group created. Okay, so you can add the customer before or after, just like I did, but it all has to happen before the import. So now I've got the customer added. I'm going to go back over here and go back to my property management group. And I'm going to select my test department that I'm working on. And this is where I can assign the customer to this property management group now. All right, in order to add Sally Smith as the customer for our property testing apartment, we go to her new account that we just created. We're going to go to the user account tab, and you can see here we've got a property management group option. We have one test property that's created. We're going to select that and assign the property management group is now attached to Sally Smith. So when we go back to customers, property managers, we've got our test account here. And you can see now our customer is attached to Sally Smith. This is going to give us the opportunity to complete our import. So we've got our name that we created. We've got our 2 different floor plans that we created. And so now I can select to do the import. I'm going to choose my file that I'm working with. Go ahead and click open, load import. You're going to see it's going to pull the names in, and now I have the opportunity to select my customer for Sally Smith and make sure she's attached to these homes so that these apartments get loaded to her correct account information. And I'm going to go ahead and process import. Okay, so now that you can see, we've got our customer, name and address information, our 2 floor plans that are associated with this apartment community, and now it's got all of our homes listed. And you can see by just doing in the import, we saved ourselves tons of time of having to enter individually apartment numbers. So they're now all assigned to our account for the property test apartment. All right, next up, the last thing to do is you're going to head over to this Users tab, and you're going to want Sally Smith to have access to the Property Management Group. Now, this gives her a little bit different access than a normal client that has access to their residential account. As a property management user, you have access to actually schedule and send over open tickets to scheduled jobs. So you have access to see a calendar, and you have access to tell the office staff that you need an apartment cleaned on a specific date. And you can do that all from your property management group portal. And as I said, that is different than the normal access that a client gets from the customer portal. And now we're all set with our property management group established inside of Maid Central. Thank you.